Your brain is constantly trying to conserve energy. It does not want to think through every single decision all day long. So the brain starts looking for patterns, routines, and repeated behaviors it can automate. That's actually part of normal brain functioning. The more often you repeat something, the easier that pathway becomes for the brain to access again, almost like walking on the same trail over and over until the path becomes automatic. The brain starts learning, we already know this route. Over time, behaviors can stop feeling fully conscious. You are no longer actively thinking through each step. The behavior starts running automatically. That's why people sometimes reach for their phone before they even realize they decided to. This becomes even stronger during stress because overwhelmed nervous system prefers efficiency. When the brain is overloaded, anxious, emotionally overwhelmed, or exhausted, it relies more heavily on automatic patterns instead of intentional reflection. The brain usually chooses the pathway that requires the least amount of effort, not because you are lazy, because efficiency helps conserve energy. Familiar behaviors require less work than slowing down, reflecting, and making a different choice. This is why people often say, I lost track of time, or I didn't even realize I opened the app again. Automatic behaviors can happen faster than conscious awareness catches up, especially when those behaviors have been repeated many times before. This is where awareness becomes important. Awareness interrupts the automatic loop. It slows the process down long enough for the brain to reconnect with intentional choice instead of automatic reaction. When awareness comes back online, something important happens. You create space between the urge and the behavior, and that space matters because that's where reflection, regulation, and intentional decision making begin. The goal is not becoming perfect, the goal is noticing sooner. Because once awareness returns, the behavior is no longer completely running on autopilot. Now there is room to pause and choose differently. And this applies to more than just phones or scrolling. It can happen with emotional reactions, relationship patterns, avoidance, habits, and coping behaviors too. The brain automates when gets repeated. Just because a behavior becomes automatic does not mean it reflects your full intentions, values, or awareness. Sometimes it reflects repetition, stress, habit loops, or the brain trying to conserve energy. Understanding that helps us respond with more awareness instead of only shame. Follow for more content.